look a certain way, and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's not necessarily, I don't know. It's not necessarily when people joke, oh, I have OCD. Yeah, I actually have OCD. I have a schedule. I get more done. That's true. Monday I thrift and I clean my house, do my laundry. Tuesday I grocery shop and then do some work for myself, getting things ready to go out to my business. Wednesday, getting things ready and going out there and spend a majority of my day out there. Thursday and Friday are eBay days, or if I have a schedule, an appointment, doctor's appointment, anything like that, that's when I do it. So when garage sale season rolls around, Thursday is my garage selling day. So yes, I am very organized, and I like to get things accomplished. I don't necessarily like being busy, because people say, oh, it's so busy. And some days when I feel really busy, I look back and go, I really didn't get that much accomplished, so I'd rather be productive than busy. That's always the goal. It's not necessarily what always happens. So I appreciate you still being here. If you're here at 34 minutes and 29 seconds, thank you for sticking around. I am just going to plow through this and then upload it. So when you see this, this is in real time. I have another reseller rambling to get into some different changes and things that are going on. Let's see. Seethy says, my assumption is that you are a hoot and fun to be around. I like to think so. KY Hilltop Home. I assume you are smart cookie. You are correct. E to Envy. This one was funny because this is one of the first ones that I saw when it came up. You have been remarried once. I wonder what gave you that idea. I've actually been married 4 times. No, just kidding. I don't think I could find another man to put up with me. No, I have actually been married 1 time and it stuck. I've been married, it'll be 30 years this fall that I've been with Mr. Pudgy Picker. We've known each other for actually it'll be 38 years this summer. Ugh, crazy. He's a lucky man. Barbara says, you are loved by many, especially your husband and children. That's true. You are the best of friends, thoughtful and kind, a good businesswoman, and especially a pet lover. That's true. When I have time to watch your videos, because you have great style and insight, you have many fans. Oh, you guys are just too nice. Yeah, you know what? Being a great businesswoman and doing all this on my own, I mean, I am a business of one. I've had to hire or ask people for help occasionally. I really like to do things on my own. And I can be very controlling in my business. So the idea of kind of doing things or handing things off for other people to do is a little bit scary. But I know that I can only get a certain amount of things done. And that's just the way it's going to be. And that used to really frustrate me because I was like, I want to do this and I want to do that and it's like, there's only so many hours in the day and there's so many other things in life that need to be done that are not work related, that I have to be patient with myself. And I think that comes with age as well. Terry says, I assume you have allergies because you have pets. That's not true, surprisingly. The only time I have any issues, like runny nose, I know this is beyond what you want to hear. If I am at my store and working, the dust and stuff, I end up blowing my nose probably all day long. It's just aggravating. Or if I'm cleaning my house, then probably kicking up dander and dust and all that. But as far as just having allergies, no. And it's funny because most of my siblings have allergies. Like when the weather changes, they sound all stuffed up and their head aches and they're almost like sick to their stomach. So thankfully I don't have that. Yeah, my daughter, my husband has some allergies. I don't wear cologne. If I do like a quick spritz of, like a Bath and Body Works kind of thing, that's the only thing I can really wear around him. And even then I have to put it on and it has to be on me for a while before I can be really close to him because I will give him a sneezing attack. So, yeah, it is what it is. But, no, not really. When my daughter was young, She had asthma and she grew out of it, thankfully. My husband had asthma as a child as well. But otherwise, no, really don't have any allergies. Sandra says, I assume that you married young. You never had a standard job. You were a stay-at-home mom, and you are very level-headed. So married young, 21, I guess, yeah, that is kind of young, not young. I never had a standard job. That's not true. I did work retail for several years. Fresh out of high school. I also worked at a bank when I was first married for a couple of years doing customer service. You remember before the internet when you had to call someone and say, what's my balance? Did this check clear? Blah, blah, blah. I was your girl. So yeah, I was in an office space. There was no customers coming in. It was just a call center. Pick up the phone. Yes, take down your information. I'll bring it up on the computer and I'll tell you what's going on in your account. So yeah, I did that. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. If people called because they lost a check or had to stop payment or, were upset or panicked, I loved being able to help them and take care of things, and that was satisfying. I did enjoy it. I was a stay-at-home mom until my kids were a little bit older, and then being able to do this type of job, reselling, I was able to kind of finesse around their schedule, which was awesome. Jeanette, hey Jeanette. She's a local girl. I always see her all the time commenting. I see you as a very positive person, one that steers clear of negativity. That's very true. I've never been, even when I was a, like teenager or something, I was never into drama. And now, I don't have the time or patience for it. And if somebody leans in and goes, I gotta tell you a secret, I'm like, don't bother. I am one that truly believes that added knowledge breeds added responsibility. Remember that. That's a very important guideline to live by. And if you have something to tell me and it's a big whisper, I don't have time for that. So, and when it comes to being at my store, if I'm working, there's a few people that I kind of, hey, how are you? I'm friendly, but I won't chit chat with long because did you hear this? Did you hear that? It's like, I don't have time for that. I just don't. You're loyal and kind, putting others before yourself. You exude excitement and provide humor in any given situation. That is true. Humor can get you through a lot of crap in life. And if somebody's going through something difficult and you can sympathize and be a listening ear and even get a chuckle out of them, I consider that a good interaction. The glass is not half full. It is full in your eyes. It's hard to be that way, but I try to. I mean, there's times, believe it or not, that I get down in the mouth and I'm just like, nothing works and I hate this and it's, I mean, everybody gets that once in a while, and that's not the time I choose to turn on the camera. But yeah, there's times where you get down, and my kids always laugh when I say this, but I'm like, sometimes when you get upset or there's a situation, work or otherwise, and I say, sometimes you just got to sit in your own poo, and that's true. Something bad happens, you just have to sit there and be miserable for a few minutes and then just say, I gotta make something happen now. So yeah, that's very true. So sometimes you got to sit in your own poo, but then you eventually have to get up, clean up, and move on down the line. That's very true. Last two comments. Deborah says, you are a funny, kind person with a big heart. You love puppers. I love my puppers, my pupper dogs. And you have an eye for a bargain. Always. I always say I could end up hitting the lottery. I could be the richest woman in the world, and I would still get a thrill for getting something for $2. I love it. Like if I did run into a ton of money and, or funds were no option, things I would like to do, I would love to travel more, or even like open a mall and have other people manage it. No. I mean, it would be fun. I can't imagine ever doing a different job, but yeah, I mean, I'm always looking for a bargain. I bargain hunt when I buy things to resell, and I bargain hunt in things that I buy or purchase for myself to use, because yeah, penny pinching. It's all, it's the greatest thing. I love it. It's a thrill. You are fiercely loyal to family and close friends and love sharing your gifts with them, and are very proud of your kiddos because you talk of them often like me. That's true. I love my kids. They're really good kids. And it's funny because sometimes they'll be telling me something or they'll be talking about a situation and they just show such wisdom and I get all teared up and my son will be like, oh, what did I say? But they know that I'm proud of them and I'm in their corner, and I'm not a rescue kind of mom where I'm like, here, let me flutter in and fix everything. I know everybody has to suffer their own consequences occasionally, and it sucks, but it is what it is. So I totally get that. Now that my kids are older, I think that parenting them younger took more energy physically, and now it takes more energy mentally. So true. Because when they're little and they fall and, scrape a knee, you can kiss them and put a Band-Aid on it and, go do fun stuff and everything's great again. And now that they're older and they have other adult things coming up, it's just not that way anymore. And it's not easy to fix their problems. And it's not my place to fix their problems. And that is really hard. Sometimes you just need to sit there and just be with them. And that's hard. Because especially for an action-oriented person like me, I'm like, let's go, let's fix. And that's not always what situations require when you have adult children. You love sharing your gifts with them. It's so funny. If I ever give anything to anybody or I'm like, oh, I know you were looking for this. Here, look, I found this. They're like, how much did you pay? So I think if I bought anything brand new and gave it to someone, they would be extremely suspicious. You would be a great coworker, exercise buddy, or crafting pal because you exude welcome. Thank you. You are also lucky enough to be married to a Star Trek geek like me, so life is never boring. That's true. My husband is a Trek-er, not a Trek-e. Very much into Star Trek. We, not too long ago, went to a theater in Akron, Ohio, and got to see William Shatner. He had they did Wrath of Khan, and then he did a commentary afterwards, and then sat and took questions, and it was a lot of fun. So I've met several Star Trek people who were in the movies and in the shows, and that's really awesome. And I was not a Star Trek person when we first met. So just being around him and seeing it and enjoying it, and it's something that I know that we can enjoy together. It's definitely something that I enjoy. We also went to Cleveland has an awesome orchestra, and they had a show where they did orchestra music from the different movies and different shows, and that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. So, there's times when your partner likes things that you're not necessarily crazy about, but you go along because I like to see how much fun and excitement he has when he sees something that he really enjoys, and you could just see that, on their face. So, having someone that enjoys something, and you never know, you might end up enjoying it too. Last one is Caught in Love. She said, I assume that you are an average woman like myself. That's true. Who likes to shop? You can't hide it, Jen. But, like I said, shopping is a necessity for my job. I have to. No, I do enjoy it, and if I feel like I want to get, some shopping done and I want to just go for the fun of it and make money too, that is the best of both worlds. But you make shopping pay for itself, totally true. You love your family, love your dogs, and you love yourself enough to be working on your health. That's awesome, and that's very true. You sound pretty near normal to me. Good. I don't know, is that normal nowadays? Normal's a relative term. I don't know. Well, I have droned on for almost 48 minutes. If you're still here, what else do you have to do in your life? Go do something already. No, I'm just kidding. So I hope you enjoyed this Assumptions About Me reaction. I had so much fun making it and reading what you guys had to say. Maybe when I get more subscribers, I'll do this again. Didn't have any mean ones this time. Yes, and I did read them all, so if you think I'm avoiding them, no, I didn't. You just all love me. You just so love me. So that is it. That is all. I will see you next time, most likely for a haul video of some sort. Thank you for tuning in and hanging around. If you're still here, please click that thumbs up button. You can subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. And until then, happy picking. Bye.